Oh, we heard Sam Edwards played a role in you coming here. What was your relationship with him, and can you walk us through that?
Yeah, so I had a buddy who played here who I grew up with, Noah Kim. So I used to come up all the time and go hang out with them. So Sam was part of that crew. And so once Sam, heard that Rossi was interested in seeing what my next steps were going to be, Sam gave me a call. And so we were going back and forth through that and, just been in contact ever since. So we kind of just had that relationship built off, previous years of where I've been at. And so we were just kind of just seeing what that process would look like, getting the background story on Rossi, making sure, just see how he is as a coach and everything like that and personality-wise, but it was pretty good.
What made this the right fit for you?
I just think when I came up on my official visit, just seeing the dynamic of, how eager Fitz was to come back as a head coach and be a part of, Michigan State, also with Rossi and Coach Bulla, just seeing how they sat me down and it just wasn't really anything that was a facade. It was, this is what's going to happen. This is the plan. This is what we had set forth for you. And this is what we expect from you when you do come here. So that was something that I could buy into, and I just ran with it.
Were you aware that you're going to face Noah this year when you made the decision?
I faced Noah before, but I didn't know. I'm ready for that week too. So, but every week's a good week. So just taking that as another game.
You mean you faced Noah back home in Virginia, or you mean in college even?
Yeah, in college. I played at Maryland my first 3 years, so right. I played him while we were back there. But like I said earlier, like we grew up with each other from the same area, went to the same high school, same elementary school, all that. So just playing my brother again.
Did you play here at Spartan Stadium?
Okay.
You played in Big Ten and the SEC. What would you say is the difference between the two conferences, if there is one, or similarities? Sorry.
I think the SEC is very political. It's got a lot of outside noise that they like to feed into more. I think Big Ten is taking more of their step in the way of being the more dominant conference, in my opinion. Obviously, you have tougher schedules in the SEC, but Big Ten has been showing the playoff wins and showing, national championship wins coming up in these mostly recent years. But I just like the dynamic of it and just the competition of where it's at. It's real deal football.
Speaking of Virginia, I think you spent some time with Jordan Hall when you first moved to town.
I did.
And he's playing next to each other on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys created a little rapport there as inside linebackers?
Oh, for sure. Me and Jordan got a great relationship going on. He was very open arms for me to, settle in, be able to find my spot when I first got up here. He let me go into his home for a couple weeks. That was awesome just until I got settled. Like that kind of carried over, like do escape rooms. Like we got a little Bible study going on with the team and stuff like that. So, it's good, a lot of good stuff on the field, but off the field, it's just more so of just us just kicking it and just doing what we do, really.
You've been here for a while. What's your feel about the vibe at Michigan State and the team, the program, and everything? What are you thinking?
The program or like
everything?
Everything? Man, that's a good question. I just think it's that's where I'm looking for. Like I was saying earlier, how I was talking about that SC Big Ten. I just think it's a really good dynamic, and there's a lot of urgency, like just around the area, and it's like a lot of people care, like about MSU, and so feeling that is like kind of a drive into being a part of this program and like playing under Fitz, and like that's what he emphasizes on. Like he's a real energetic, urgent guy. So being around that, it like creates a sense of, we're getting things done. There's an expectation and standard to be met from that standpoint. So I just think overall, I went to People's Kitchen the other day after church on Sunday. Man, that was good. So, if you want to talk about food, I could talk about that too. But I think it was pretty good.
You've had just going through your bio here, quite a history at Michigan State. Your first start against Michigan State, I believe.
Yep.
1.5 sacks the second time you played, and it was here, and then another sack. You've had good memories, I'm guessing, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Primarily at Spartan Stadium.
Yeah. But go great. I'm here now, so.
What were you looking for when you went into the portal this last time? Obviously, there's a coaching change at Auburn, and did that play any role in it? And just what were you looking for on the other side of it late in your career here?
I was just looking for an opportunity. just looking for a spot to place that was going to pour into me and I was going to pour back into them as well. And just knowing that there was going to be a situation to where that I wasn't going to also better myself, but also better those around me. And I felt like that was also something that Rossi had emphasized when I was here on my visits and stuff, and even prior of being in the portal and talking with him and with Sam. Just pouring back in is like the biggest thing you can do in that aspect with having an opportunity like this.
What made it fit for you, like on the field? What do you like about the system, and how do you feel like you fit into that? What are the traits that you're going to bring to this defense? And whatnot?
Yeah, I think Rossi has a great mind when it comes to defensive schemes, and that was something that we spent a lot of time on when I came up here, and just kind of just like picking his brain, picking Coach Buller's brain, just seeing like how, the coaching styles and what he has planned to go. So, I mean, I've been in college football for a little bit longer now, so just kind of just seeing his system I was able to, understand it from a different perspective. And also, I mean, we were just barely scratching the surface when he was showing me, but it was something that made sense. So, the expectations out of me, my expectations are my expectations, and also from my coaches, I think that's going to show for itself. And to be able just to, like I was saying earlier, just have those opportunities, it's just something that's just going to show.
Those are pretty intense guys, aren't they? Has that been fun to play for?
Intense.
Yeah. Intense
sure.
Energy.
Oh yeah. I bring it every day. It's not easy, having practice at 6:30, being all juiced up. I'm like, man, like how these guys have it some mornings, but you gotta do them. You don't want to.
Have you had practice that early before?
No, never. I had lives that early, but not practice. But I like it though. It's pretty cool. We got to get guys like that still in school and got to go get their degrees. So I respect it a lot. So we got to make somewhere to meet.
All right, thanks, Cal. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank